Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process on how to set up and use the Checkme Blood Pressure Monitor. So right out of the box, if you want to charge this device, it comes with a little charging cable. This side goes into USB Type A. You could plug into a computer, for instance, or you could get an outlet wall adapter that has a USB Type A. And then the other side is USB Type C. We can use that to plug it in to our Checkme Blood Pressure Monitor to charge up the rechargeable batteries. The next thing that we're going to do is open up our instruction pamphlet here, and we can see step one is downloading the vHealth application. We're going to do that over on our smartphone device. So over on our phone, if you're on an Android device like me, we're going to get this through the Google Play Store. If you're on an iPhone, it's going to be through the App Store. Launching the Play Store, and I'm going to search for the vHealth application, selecting that, and then it should pop up in our search results. We can see the vHealth app right here, so I'm going to install that. And then you can open the vHealth app from here, or I'm going to go back to my home page, and on my Android device, if I scroll into the bottom area, it shows all of my apps in alphabetical order. I'm going to drag and drop this onto my home page, so it's right there. So now I'm going to launch the vHealth application. Looking over the terms of use and privacy policy, if everything looks good to you, you can click I agree. Then we get some introductory pages here. We can go through those quickly and then click on where it says Get Started. And of course, if this is your first time using the vHealth application, you can sign up for an account using an email account to link up with this that you would like to use. I already have a vHealth account, so I'm going to log in. Once logged in, I'm going to allow vHealth to find, connect to, and determine the relative position of nearby devices. This is so it can communicate with my blood pressure monitor itself, so I'm going to click Allow. And I've already been using this device for almost about a week now, and I've really been enjoying just how simple and easy it is to use and then getting that information onto the app itself. Now at this point, what we need to do is connect our Checkme blood pressure monitor. So we're going to do this by opening up the dashboard option right here. I'm going to go back over to my device to turn it on. All right, guys, so now back over by my device. Step number 2 is powering on the monitor. So we can do this by clicking this button here where it says Start, and then the screen should turn on. And then we want to pair the monitor with the app. It's also important to note that you want to enable Bluetooth on your smartphone so that your smartphone device can communicate with the Checkme blood pressure monitor. In your device area, we can click on where it says Add Device Now. And then it's going to scan the area for your blood pressure monitor, so I'm going to click on that. And you're going to quickly tap the Function button and the Start Stop button simultaneously to enable Bluetooth and start pairing with your smart device. Then from our Checkme device, we're going to tap both of these two buttons simultaneously to put it into Bluetooth mode. After we do that, with my particular version of this blood pressure monitor, it also has Wi-Fi connection settings, so I'm going to set it up on the Wi-Fi network as well. So selecting the Wi-Fi network, entering in the router password, and then it's configuring my device. And the Wi-Fi network is set up and ready to use, so I'm going to click Done. And now I am connected up with my blood pressure monitor. So the version that I have has both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi that it can connect up to. But if you just have the blood pressure monitor that only has the Bluetooth option, when you're connecting it up, again, you just want to make sure that in your settings that you have Bluetooth turned on so that it can communicate with the monitor when it's pairing up. So now at this point, the Checkme blood pressure monitor is connected up and ready to be used. So now I'm going to attempt to do an example of this. You can see it's strapped onto my left arm, maybe about an inch or two above my elbow joint, and it's pretty tight onto my arm, but I can still fit maybe 1 to 2 fingers between the band and my arm itself, so it's not extremely tight, but pretty snug. Additionally, you want to make sure that the monitor itself is lined up with the middle part of your arm, extending all the way to the middle finger of your hand so that you can draw a line between that and all the way up to where the monitor is located. Now I have my arm resting on a table. I'm sitting in a chair, and we can see that it's lined up pretty close to around where my heart is. 2 feet flat on the ground, relaxing. You don't want to be in a situation where you're stressed out, or maybe you were running around your house talking a lot, things like that. You just want to sit down, relax, not talk too much, maybe for about a minute or maybe even up to 5 minutes if you really want to be in a relaxed state. And while you're taking this measurement, it's also important not to talk during the process. So I'm going to start the device, and with the screen on, I'm going to click the Start button, and just relax, don't tense up your arm, and try not to talk while it's doing this. Once you get your measurement, then we're going to go back over to our smartphone to get this data, make sure it's in the app. And this is maybe a little bit higher for me than what I'm normally reading at. Not too out of the ordinary, but I have been talking quite a bit, walking around. So my beats per minute are a little bit elevated right now, and my blood pressure is a little bit higher. Again, these numbers can be affected by things like talking, not sitting properly, not being relaxed. So those are things to consider when you're taking your blood pressure. And to finish things off, we're going to open up the vHealth application. And if you had the app open while you were taking your blood pressure reading, hopefully it'll sync up the data automatically. Otherwise, you'll get this message. I just turned the app on right now and it says, please claim your data. So that test that I just did, I can go claim that data. So I'm going to click OK. And the data to claim to put it into your readings is here in the upper right-hand corner. And that reading is right here. I can select it and then click Assign, and then select the account that I want to assign it to, and then click Done. And then that data is going to go over into my assigned area, and I can see that it shows up right here. And if you have any readings that are off or ones that you'd want to get rid of, you can just hold your finger on the reading until the options come up, and then you can click on where it says delete, and then that reading will go away. And that's going to wrap up this video. So I hope it was helpful walking you through the step-by-step process on how to set up and use the Checkme Blood Pressure Monitor. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you back here next time.